Making of the Constitution. Demand for a Constitution Assembly. It was in 1934 that the idea of a Constituent Assembly for India was put forward for the first time by M.N. Roy, a pioneer of communist movement in India. In 1935, the Indian National Congress (INC) for the first time officially demanded a Constitution Assembly to form the Constitution of India. In 1938, Jawaharlal Nehru, on behalf of the INC, declared that the Constitution of Free India must be framed without outside interference by a Constituent Assembly elected on the basis of adult differences. The demand was finally accepted in principle by the British government in what is known as the August Offer of 1940. In 1942, Sir Stafford Cripps, a member of the cabinet, came to India with a draft proposal of the British government on the framing of an independent constitution to be adopted after the World War II. The Cripps proposal were rejected by the Muslim leagues, who wanted India to be divided into two autonomous states with two separate constituent assemblies. Finally, a cabinet mission was sent to India. While it rejected the idea of two constituent assemblies, it put forth a scheme for the constituent assembly which more or less satisfied the Muslim leagues. Composition of the Constituent Assembly. The Constituent Assembly was constituted in November 1946 under the scheme formulated by the Cabinet Mission Plan. The feature of the scheme were: number 1, the total strength of the Constituent Assembly was to be 389. Of the 296 seats were to be allotted to British India and 93 seats to be princely states. Out of 296 seats allotted to be British India, 292 members were to be drawn from the 11 governors provinces and 4 from the 4 chief commissioners provinces, 1 from each. Number 2, each province and princely state or groups of a state in case of a small state were to be allotted seat in proportion to their respective population. Roughly to their respective population, 1 seat was to be allotted for every million population. Number 3, seats allocated to each British province were to be divided among the 3 principal communities: Muslim, Sikh and general, all expect Muslim and Sikhs in proportion to their population. Number 4, the representative of his community were to be elected by members of that committee in the provincial legislative assembly, and voting for to be by the method for proportional representation by means of single transferable vote. Number 5, the representatives of the princely states were to be nominated by the heads of the princely states. It is thus clear that Constituent Assembly was to be a party elected by and party partly nominated body. Moreover, the members were to be indirectly elected by the members of the provincial assembly, who themselves were elected on a limited franchise. The election to be Constituent Assembly for 296 seats allotted to the British Indian provinces were held in July-August 1946. The Indian National Congress won 208 seats, the Muslim Leagues 73 seats, and the small groups and independents got the remaining 15 seats. However, the 93 seats allotted to the princely states were not followed in, as they decided to stay away from the Constituent Assembly. Although the Constituent Assembly was now directly elected by the people of India on the basis of federal franchise, the Assembly comprised representatives of all sections of the Indian society: Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, Parsis, Anglo-Indians, Indian Christians, SC, ST, including women of all these sections. The assembly included all important personalities of India at the time, with the exception of Mahatma Gandhi. Working of the Constituent Assembly. The Constituent Assembly had its first meeting on December 9, 1946. The Muslim Leagues boycotted the meeting and instead on separate state of Pakistan. The meeting was thus attended by only 211 members. Dr. Sachidanand Sinha, the oldest member, was elected as the temporary president of the assembly following the franchise practice. Later, Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected the president of assembly. Similarly, both S.C. Mukherjee and V.T. Krishnamachari were elected as the vice presidents of the assembly. In other words, the assembly had two vice presidents. Objective resolution on December 13, 1946, Jawaharlal Nehru moved the historic objective resolution in the assembly. It laid down the fundamentals and philosophy of the constitutional structure. It read, Number 1. This Constituent Assembly declares its firm and solemn resolve to proclaim India as an independent